Hello, my dear friends. I welcome you to this episode on 3 major mental benefits of decluttering your home. Before I go ahead, I want you to have a look at these 2 pictures. I think these 2 pictures have set the tone of my discussion. Many people get used to living in cluttered, messed up, overloaded home space, and they may not be conscious of the side effects, the adverse effects of living in such a space. They may say, "My life is going absolutely normal. I am eating, working, sleeping, and carrying out all my regular activities. So how the piles of books piled up on the floor, all my electronic goods strewn on the table, heaps of clothes bundled on the bed, my room stacked to the ceiling with furniture, how are all these affecting me?" Well, the side effects may not be tangible at first glance because in the initial stages, your cluttered home starts affecting you subconsciously. You may not even be aware how your cluttered, messy home is affecting your thoughts, your overall mood, your decisions and choices in life, your relationships, your behavior, and your overall sense of well-being. The quality of your life is not determined by your mere ability to eat, work, or sleep, but rather by how you eat, how you sleep, or how you work and carry yourself in the world. You will develop sure signs of depressing thoughts and negative tendencies if you live in a cluttered, disorganized home space. So now I'll straight away move on to the 3 major mental benefits of decluttering your home. Let's begin. Number 1. Decluttering your home is a refresh button for your mind. Gautama Buddha says, "Your outer world is a reflection of your inner world." Your messy, cluttered home can be a reflection of your disorganized mind. You may blame your external circumstances for the chaos you see around you, but deep down, your own unconscious patterns and tendencies attract the environment that you live in. The color of your room, the way it is kept, organized or disorganized, the clutter, all these visual images you are seeing constantly directly affects your thinking process and vice versa. If you are a person who lives in a very cluttered space, you will tend to enjoy clear, tidy, organized spaces more because your heart and soul yearns for such a space, though you may not consciously acknowledge. If you realize this, do take action to declutter your home. Organize your living space. Throw away unwanted stuff, and these very acts will make you feel refreshed and energized in body and mind. When you create an organized, tidy home space, you are able to feel a sense of peace, a newfound freshness of thought that generates feelings of positivity and happiness. Number 2. The act of decluttering can bring you out of your lethargy and inertia. Quite a few years ago, I was going through a very slack period of my life when I was just attending to my regular job, returning home, could not attend to my household chores and cleaning up for rather a long time, and a time had come I could not simply bear to look at my home, all piled up here and there, a complete disorganized mess. I knew what I was supposed to do, but I just could not get myself to start the cleaning up process. I was giving excuses of my work, my busyness. But one day I finally acknowledged to myself that it was perhaps my own lethargy and laziness that was keeping me from organizing my home. I knew it very well that it would require at least 7 to 8 days of serious effort to sell off the old worn out furniture, getting some plumbing and repairing work done, disposing the dysfunctional stuff, and even getting a few walls painted here and there. And the very thought of that hard physical labor I would have to invest was making me feel so lazy and laid back. However, I could clearly feel that my cluttered home was directly affecting me in negative ways. I was feeling more depressed at home. I was feeling a lack of energy to do things. I was feeling restless, and my home was no longer a peaceful haven for me. It all precipitated to a point that I really wanted to get myself out of this mental, physical inertia and discomfort. Somehow, I managed to fight off my lethargy, harnessed all my willpower, and one fine day I started off with intensive clearing up. I had to invest a week of serious hard work. But trust me, the satisfaction and peace I felt when I finally saw my home so beautifully organized and arranged, I was left with only one feeling. It was really worth it. Since then, I felt a sharp change in my mood patterns. I felt so cozy and comfortable at my home. My laziness was gone. I felt more energetic. That got reflected in all other areas of my life. I felt mentally and physically more alert and active. So if you are facing a similar situation like me, do not waste any more time. Get up and start right away to declutter your home. Trust me, it will be worth it. Don't give excuses of your busy work schedule like me. If you keep your home arranged and organized, you'll feel sorted in your own mind. All of us need it, whether we acknowledge it or not, whether we are conscious of it or not. Number 3. The act of decluttering can cleanse your mind of unwanted memories and thoughts. Once I visited a friend's home. It was a flat with 2 rooms. There was hardly much space to sit because both the rooms were stacked with outdated things that no longer served any purpose, such as old toys and clothes, considered memories, an old electric cooler that no longer worked, but considered a memory, a broken, dysfunctional chair, considered a memory. There are people who store old items in an organized manner with the objective of recycling them. But that is a different perspective altogether. If it is only for the sake of memory, it is nice to preserve memorable objects, but we should discriminate what to keep and what to dispose of. It was only when I visited my friend's home I figured out why my friend had this habit of brooding too much over her past. Holding on to old things in the name of memory without discriminating may induce decadent thinking patterns and living in the past. This obstructs the flow of new, fresh energy, ideas, and vitality into your living space and your mind. Not all memories are pleasant. Certain old things in your room may arouse more unhappy or painful memories, a sense of melancholy and loss. The very act of removing or giving off old outdated items from your home space can cleanse your mind at a subconscious level. See, seeing is remembering. When certain old items are out of your sight, the memories associated with them are no longer triggered frequently or on a regular basis. If you can rid yourself of the burden of the past, you can live peacefully in the present and develop a fresh perspective towards your future. Unburdening your home and yourself of the old decadent stuff, along with the overload of memories associated with them, will surely make you feel light in spirit and you can discover a new you. I hope you found this discussion insightful. I'll be back with more matters of the mind very soon. Dear friends, take good care of your body and take very good care of your mind. Have a beautiful day.